Hey, what's good, everyone? So in this video, I'm going to talk to you like I'm on FaceTime with you, keep it raw and just straight to the point. So when it comes to your goals, whatever you want to accomplish in life, you can truly shift your way of thinking to be able to accomplish that goal, whether you want to call it manifesting, you want to call it, I don't know what you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to call it, I 100% believe that it is possible just by changing things in your life with your mindset, your environment. So, like with mindset, the way you think, your environment, what you see, hear, what you feel, the people you talk to, the way you talk to yourself, what you consume on a day-to-day basis. And what I've done, another example, like you want to call it manifesting, you want to call it affirmations, you want to call it just putting in the work, like mindset, whatever, right? Like same thing, like all of it works. You believe in God, you talking to God and believing everything you do, you're not doing it by yourself, you're doing it with God. Same thing, right? So I'm gonna go over like some of the things I did to accomplish the goals I've accomplished so far, and I'll show you guys like what I actually did, and then these are gonna be examples like I've actually accomplished. Okay, and to show you it's actually real. So honestly, this is just like raw, nothing. Most of my videos, like there's no script. It's just me talking to the camera, whatever comes to my mind. But like I literally have an example, right? I have so many examples, but like let me show you one. This one is pretty cool. I don't want to expose all my goals, so I'm like super zoomed in not to expose all my goals, but I wrote this down not too long ago. I said I invested 9K. Here's the actual date. In myself. That's a car down payment. And I turned 9K into me making 30 to 50K a month. I'm making 30 to 50K a month in consistent cash flow. Now, when I showed you guys that, people who know affirmations, the way I have that worded is very intentional. Okay, I didn't just randomly write a sentence, so right, like it's very intentional. I have the date, right? I invest this much in myself. This is a huge investment, right? This is like someone's down payment on a car. Like I've already done it. I turned 9K into me making 30 to 50K a month, and then you only do everything in I am. So like I am making 30 to 50K a month in consistent cash flow, which I am. You saw the date, right? I've been able to do that for 3 months in a row. Okay? Now, that if you just write that down, but you don't take the actions of the person that's making 30, 50K a month, you don't invest into yourself, then no, you're not going to accomplish the goal by just writing it down. I think that's probably like where most people go wrong. Like they write it down, but they never embody the person who's making 30 to 50K a month. I think this right here is the most important part, and which is why I've been able to accomplish my goals that I write down in my notebook. And honestly, there's other goals that I've written down on here. Like I can read some of them because I don't, bro, there's like so many writings. Like if I try to show one of them, I have to like super zoom in so I don't expose my other goals. I just don't like sharing like all my goals, whatever. But at the top it says 2025 goals, and I made these goals I think in December of 2024. So I've been doing this for like the past 2-3 years. I've made this a habit. So one of them is I have consistent cash flow coming in every month. In 2024, there was like 2 months where I didn't have any cash flow coming in. 2025, so far, I've had cash flow coming in every single month. That's more than I've ever made. The next one is like I'm making 30K plus per month, which I've done. The next one is I've made 6 figures in 2025. The funny thing is, like, before all this happened, I'm like, bro, dang, I wrote this goal down. Am I even gonna hit it? like some miracle gotta happen for me to hit it. Like you're gonna have thoughts like this sometimes, but you gotta like ignore that and shift your mindset, your way of thinking, and bring it back to the positive, which is what I did with what I just showed you guys. Like that was a goal that was new that I made in the second half of the year, right? Like I always add stuff to it as well, because you make a goal in December, like stuff changes throughout the year. Maybe some of your goals, you're like, okay, no, I'm not going that path anymore. So you just scratch that goal, make new goals. So I accomplished that. There's like, let's see how many more that I accomplished. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna accomplish that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of it I've accomplished. Another important takeaway from this, because I don't want to make this sound like a basic girl YouTube video about affirmation. Like this isn't no basic B word. Like I don't want to fuck it. This ain't no basic bitch affirmation video. Like it's not that. So like another important thing is, just so we have like a list, right? Write it down like you've already accomplished it. But most importantly, you have to be the person that already has that goal. So if your goal is to make 30K, let's say 10K a month. Let's say your goal is to make 10K a month. What does that person that's making 10K a month do on a day-to-day basis? How does he feel? What kind of habits does he have? Like you really envision it. Or like, okay, this is what the 10K person will do, 10K per month. So I need to change these habits to live like this person, okay? The person who's making 10K a month, 30K a month, he's talking to strangers in public. He walks around feeling like $1,000,000. He feels like the man. You gotta start pretending like that. You gotta he tips well. He makes people smile. He's giving, and you start embodying that. You'll start accomplishing that 30K a month person, that 10K a month person, that let's say your goal is to be a millionaire. You gotta start acting like that person, and then eventually you will. And you have to put in the work that person to become that person, right? You're not just gonna write it down and make it happen. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is conviction. And when you get just one of these goals that you write down, that's when you start having so much conviction, because you have proof. You're like, okay, I wrote this down and I made it happen. So I know I'm going to make my other goals happen. So when you do write these goals down, you have to write some down that are going to be easier to accomplish. Like, for example, this year, one of my goals was I'm doing a muscle up without the band. So doing muscle ups, I used to do it with the band helping me get up there with the resistance band. And I told myself this year I'm going to get it without the band. And I did. And it was all mindset thing. So on February 13th, 2025, I actually got the band. I got to do it without the band 5 times more than I thought I was going to do. And I realized that's literally all in the mind, bro. Like, and when you accomplish that goal, now you have conviction, because when you have these goals and you have this person you want to become, you have to be fully sold and have 130%, 1,000,000% conviction, billion gazillion percent conviction in yourself that you already have it, you've accomplished it, and you are that person, and you're embodying that person day in and day out. And you might have days where you're not, but you have to catch yourself, remind yourself, be self-aware. Like, hey, I wasn't the person that makes 100K a month today. Let me get back to acting like that person. Funny story, you guys might think I'm weird for this, but in 2024, one of my goals was to improve my eyesight naturally. And, there's weird exercises you can do, different practices, and just having a healthy lifestyle in general can help with this. But I remember every weekend I would do these eye exercises, and I had full conviction in myself, because someone told me, like, oh, this is not going to work. Why are you doing this? It's silly. Okay, and the type of person I am, you don't say that to me, because I use that as to, like, I'm going to prove you wrong and I'm going to do it. And I use that as motivation as well. That helped me stay consistent. Like, I'm going to prove this fucker wrong. And I had my eye exam towards the end of the year, and my doctor was like, this isn't very common, but it happens sometimes. but your vision got improved. And I got new contacts. I had to change my prescription. So when that happened, I'm like, bro, this thing is real. Like, not only are the eye exercise thing real, but like your mind. Maybe it wasn't even the exercise. Maybe it wasn't the eye exercise. It was me, the way I was thinking. I was like, okay, my eyesight, I'm going to improve it. And I put in the work that I believed was going to improve it, which in result improved my eyesight. It's crazy, bro. Like, so once I accomplished that, from there, I had even more conviction that I can accomplish any other goal that I write down and put my mind to and put the work in, right? I think that's the key right there, bro. Like to affirmations, trusting in God or manifesting, you have to like fully embody it. I don't want to keep this long, so I'll end it with the third thing that I'm thinking of right now to help you even accomplish these goals, make them more realistic, actually like make them happen. You need visuals as well. So like not only do you need to write it down so it's like real, right? When you write it down, now you've put it into the universe. Like physically I can see it right there, like writing it down. But even more visual is having photos of exactly what you want. So for example, I'm not going to show you guys, but they're just photos that are like the goal that I want, the lifestyle that I want. So let's say, for example, let's say I want to go to Dubai, right? That's another example. Like this thing actually came true as well. So I have a photo on this vision board, Burj Khalifa, whatever, the tallest building in the world, in the background, and all the other skyscrapers in Dubai, and it's like on a rooftop, like restaurant type of vibe. And we're having like the pictures, like the person having dinner, and they have like someone in front of them, and that's happening. I got the flight to Dubai. I'm taking my mom there, paying for all of it for my mom. It's gonna be her first ever trip, but that also came into existence. And I would look at that photo just a few months ago before I booked the ticket. The vision became more clear. Before it was just like a photo of Dubai, not sure who I was gonna take, or if I was gonna go by myself. I was gonna go with my mom or I don't know, some girl. Probably not. Can't do that. But I just had that when I first put that photo on my vision board back in 2024, and I put it for 2025. But I made it in 2024. It was never like, oh, I'm taking my mom to Dubai. It was a photo of Dubai, someone eating dinner. Across in the photo is like a girl, and then like Dubai in the back. She's having dinner. So like, didn't really know what exactly the situation was gonna be, but it's gonna be me and my mom in Dubai, and it's gonna be like the best gift I've ever given her. So spoke that into existence. I have a few other things on that vision board that I've spoken to existence. So having a vision board, another thing is like videos, right? You can, let's say your goal is to buy the car that you want. Like literally search up Porsche GT3 like POV drive, and then watch that video, and then feel like that's you, like what that would feel like when you're driving it, and then you visually seeing that video. Eventually that'll be you driving it. So visually and like actually seeing it will help as well. Of course, like imaginations and feeling it, all that stuff too. But I'm talking about stuff for people who are maybe not as visual, where they can't just close their eyes and actually feel and see it. Like you can literally watch a video of it. Let's say you want to get a certain apartment, like watch apartment tour videos in Dubai or something, and slowly speak it into existence. And if you put in the work, it's gonna happen. So the third and last thing is just to have visuals in your environment on a day-to-day that you can see, and it will come true. But that's pretty much everything, man. Like, I don't want to talk y'all head off too much. It's some of the stuff you know, maybe some of it you didn't, or for some of you this might be brand new, and you're like, what is Kareem talking about with this woohoo guru in the mountains of Shanghai? I don't know if there's mountains in Shanghai. in the mountains of India meditating. What is he talking about? I'm just talking real shit that I know works if you work. But I'll see you on my next video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. All jokes aside though, this stuff is real. And you guys will see more stuff that I'm going to speak into existence. I'll make another video about it. But peace.